Sun in Cancer in the 5th house for Pisces rising writers. What happens when your joy comes wrapped in memory? What happens when your art is an act of love? When your voice rises from the heart, not to impress, but to nurture? This is the journey of Pisces rising with the Sun in Cancer in the 5th house. And for the writer, this is the path from quiet observation to emotional authorship, from hidden feeling to visible love. The 5th house is the house of creativity, of joy, of self-expression, of the things we create because we care. This is where the heart becomes art, where the soul says, "This is what I love." And with the Sun here, your identity is tied to the art you make for fun and the pure joy of making it. Now place that Sun in Cancer, soft, maternal, protective, and ruled by the moon. And suddenly, your stories become sanctuaries. As a Pisces rising, you move through the world with sensitivity. You notice things others miss. You feel things others avoid. You're often seen as quiet, dreamy, unassuming. But with the Sun in Cancer in your 5th house, your soul wants more. It wants a home to play in, a place to create, with intimacy and with care. You may begin by journaling, sketching, writing in secret, but the 5th house asks you to share. Cancer wants to nurture. The 5th house wants to be seen. So you are called to bring your emotional world into the light, to turn your vulnerability into visibility, your softness into friendship. You may write with tender, lyrical prose, deep emotional themes, love letters, rich imagery from childhood, from home or from history. Your tone comforts as much as it reveals. Your voice may feel like a warm loaf of bread. Your writing may feel like a close friend or lover, because you aren't just telling stories, you're offering sanctuary and love. You may write about family, memory, parents, caretaking, childbirth, childhood playmates, love that nurtures and love that wounds. Creativity is healing. Your characters may protect others or seek protection. They may carry their past with them or search for a place to belong. And through them, you speak your own longing. But here's the shadow. You may fear being seen. You may write around the feeling instead of from it. You may cloak your truth in metaphor or other people's stories. Pisces rising already hesitates. Cancer protects and hides. The 5th house, however, requires the courage to be vulnerable. So your growth lies in saying what only you can say, even if it scares you or makes you cry, even if you think no one will care, because someone will. Someone just like you, who sees your characters as friends. You heal when you write into the love. When you write like every word is a small act of care, you heal when you stop hiding your joy or minimizing your brilliance. Write emotions with childlike wonder, or with maternal courage, or with a lover's heart. Not for applause, but for connection. Not to be praised, but to belong. Your readers don't want perfection, they want presence. A story that holds them while they feel. A paragraph that lets them cry. As your voice says, "I've been there." And when you write from Sun in Cancer in the 5th house, you become that voice, that presence, that home. You may be drawn to romantic fiction, family stories, friendship stories, memoir, narratives on emotional growth, children's literature. Writing is healing. You may also create in visual or performative forms like songwriting, playwriting, live storytelling, poetry readings, or filmmaking. Your writing wants to move, to laugh, to embrace, with an openness that invites connection, with characters full of longing and real, messy love. 5th house Cancer voices are nurturing, vivid, emotional. So if you are a Pisces rising with Sun in Cancer in the 5th house, you are the writer who is here to love through language, to bring your heart home to the page, to turn memory into magic, to write, not to escape, but to feel more deeply. Write like joy is your birthright. Write like love is your legacy, because it is. And when you share your stories, you light up the page like a full moon that shines like the sun over a cozy home. And that ends our astrological analysis. Please like and subscribe. And why not check out your moon placement next? Happy writing!